Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episode of Discovery, Season 1, Episode 5, Choose Your Pain. So, it's difficult to talk about this one, I don't even know really how. If this was not Star Trek, if this was just random insert sci-fi show, it would be great. It would be amazing. To know the twist about Ash Tyler, and to know the twist about Lorca, and, not knowing those two twists make this episode really interesting. I still cannot accept the Klingons. Anytime Klingons are in this episode, I just have to physically, pretend that they're not Klingons. It's a different alien race. So, but it's difficult, but it's interesting. So, to go from the top, go down, Admiral Cornwell makes her appearance in this episode in person. She's not just a hologram. So, that's kind of interesting, that they're close enough that she shows up. We see Lorca actually using eye drops for the first time because he has this weird medical condition where he doesn't like bright lights. Well, you know what? I worked graveyard for 10 years. I don't like bright lights either. You don't see me bitching about it. So anyway, I don't like Lorca. I don't like the big twist on Lorca's character on how he doesn't like bright lights. When he actually reveals it, it'll be a long video of me complaining a lot. I'm just to forewarn you guys. So Lorca gets kidnapped. So now Saru is acting captain. Okay, I guess I kind of get you. And he asks for a list of all the decorated captains over the years. As soon as he says it, I'm like, why? Why is this going to be a thing? And sure enough, everybody that shows up, let's see, there was Jonathan Archer, obviously, from 100 years ago, the decorated captain of the NX-01 Enterprise. It's before the Federation. He shouldn't have even been on that list. Whatever. Robert April, this is the first time Robert April has ever been mentioned in a live-action Star Trek, which is great. We've seen Robert April in the animated series. Robert April, for those that don't know, is the original first captain of the Enterprise. Before Kirk, it was Pike. Before Pike, it was April. So that's great. I loved it. I actually did kind of fangirl, because that's one of those... Some people say the animated series is canon. Some people say it's not. Well, now we know that Robert April was at least a real person. So, null and void. So, Robert April's mentioned. Christopher Pike is mentioned. Okay, again, this is 10 years before the original series actually comes out. So, and not knowing anything about Season 2. Let's pretend Season 2 does not exist. How decorated of a captain is Christopher Pike? Really? Is he? So, it's kind of iffy right there. Matthew Decker is brought up. He would be the father of Decker, the main character from the motion picture. And we also see Matthew Decker in the original series episode, The Doomsday Machine. Again, how decorated of a captain is he really? And then, of course, Philippa Georgiou, which... just died. Very sad. Was she a decorated captain? I don't understand. 1, 2, 3, 4. These 5 people that show up, all people that we know and have seen before. And it's why those 5? It just seemed a really weird choice that those are the 5 people that are going to be picked. Jonathan Archer, maybe because he is the first captain of the NX-01 Enterprise. Robert April, maybe because he is the first captain of the Enterprise. Pike, Decker, and Georgiou, not so much. I'm not digging it. Anyway, we meet Harry Mudd is in this episode, played by the great Rainn Wilson. So this would make Harry Mudd's 4th appearance. We saw him in 2 episodes of the original series, and which he was the only character that was actually in a guest star of 2 episodes. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he is. Because even Sarek is only in 1 episode. So anyways, we see Harry Mudd from 2 of the original series, 1 in the animated series, all 3 times played by Roger Carmel. And then now this would be his 4th appearance. It's great. I think Rainn Wilson did an interesting job. You could kind of see him go... he's really dark in this episode, but Discovery's an overly dark show, so it kind of makes sense. But you can kind of see him go from where he is in this to, the lovable space pirate in the original series. So, because he is just a pirate in the original series. He even brings up his sweet Stella, who is a character that we saw the second time he showed up in the original series as an android. So that was kind of great. The whole choose your pain is the Klingons coming in, like, choose your pain. Who are you going to sacrifice amongst you to get the shit kicked out of them? And Mudd is just like, that guy. Like, has no, like, ambiguity. Like, he's just like, it's not going to be me. That's all I care about. We meet Ash Tyler, who I don't give a fuck about. Like, it's just, knowing the big twist behind his character, I don't care. Like, the first time he popped up, like, it was weird, and it was obvious that it was going to be a twist. I did not guess the twist right away. I'll be honest, didn't get it. But still, like him talking, and he's like, I've been here for 7 months, and even Lorca's like, bullshit. And it's like, oh, yeah, you're not wrong. And realistically, like, from the last episode that we just saw, episode 4, to this episode, how much time has gone by? Like, we'll talk about that when we get to the big twist, when Ash Tyler reveals the big twist. So, oh god, let's see. Choose your time. Oh, Mudd's line of like, oh, fuck Starfleet, like, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Hey, look at that. You got the title in, or the intro in the dialogue. Good job. Way to go, writers. I absolutely hated... Now, clearly, I have nothing against swearing. I've sworn in almost every fucking video I've done. Like, I don't care. I like it. But, that being said, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And I did not like it in this episode where Tilly is, like, talking to Stamets and Michael, and she's like, this is so fucking cool. And she's like, I'm sorry. And Stamets is like, no, cadet. This is fucking cool. No, stop it. Why? Like, that scene, legit, 100% to me, felt like it was the day before it was broadcast, and they were like, hey, let's make this edgy. Let's film it real quick and just, boop, insert it, and we're done. Like, it was so forced, and it was so bad. Like, it reminded me of, like, iRobot, where Shia LaBeouf keeps swearing, and Will Smith's like, stop swearing, you're not good at it. Like, that's what it reminded me of. I was like, Star Trek, stop it. Like, that's not what you're good at. Like, it didn't feel natural. It was, like, if it had just gone, and, like, I would probably have been okay with it. But it was so over the top that it just instantly took me out. Like, I didn't like it. I don't know if I've just never noticed before, but the female Klingon, when they're torturing Lorca, now, again, I brought it up, why do the Klingons not have hair? They're all bald, and it's really awkward. But, like, they almost look like cone heads. Like, her skull is so elongated, like, it's weird. And it just bothered me even more. Like, I guarantee you, if you took Worf and you shaved off the ponytail, it's a pretty, like, quote-unquote, normal head. Like, I don't understand what's going on with the Klingons. Like, they're just freaky looking. And it doesn't work. They're not Klingons. It's a different alien race. I cannot accept that they're Klingons. So let's see. Lorca talks about how he blew up his last crew because they were all about to be tortured to death. So he escaped and then, like, blew them all up. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, that's awkward now. The whole thing with the creature shrinking was kind of really sad. That this whole, like, teleporting creature is able, like, in self-defense, it shrunk and got down to, like, less than 1% body fluid. And I was like, oh, it's sad. Like, it's like, just kill me already. And it was really sad. I didn't like that. Lorca and Tyler escaping. Okay, whatever. And then going through the whole, like, the female getting burnt. It's like, okay, that's going to be important later. So now, like, she's just going to be, like, this Two-Face type character. Whatever. When we find out that Stamets actually did the jump was surprising, like, because he's such an unlikable character, and for him to just be like, I'll do it, I was like, it took me off guard. Like, it didn't seem like the same character. So, I don't know. I'm still trying to process how I feel about that. Michael giving Saru the telescope, shocking to no one. Moving along, and then finally watching the creature, like, warp out after they, like, push it out into space, and it, like, regains its composure, and then it's like boom, It's gone. Like, that was cute. I was like, yay, it's safe now. I don't know. I'm all for the animal. Like I said, it's just, I don't care about any of the actors in this show. I just like the animals. And then finally, this is the episode where we get that Stamets and Culber are together, and it's the first gay relationship in Star Trek, and they're like brushing their teeth, and he's like, I was more worried that you would leave me if I didn't save the animal, and he's like, so you do listen to me, and I was like, oh, that's familiar. So, but overall, like, it was interesting. I liked how they had a gay relationship. I still don't like Stamets. Culber's great, that's fine. And then, like, I was still kind of surprised that there's no, like, intimacy between them. Like, again, I said this with the Star Trek Beyond. Like, we see Sulu's husband and or partner, and we see their daughter, and they just kind of, like, touch each other on the back, and they're like, it's good to see you. I would have been all over my husband if I was just gone for 3 years. Like, I don't care who was watching right there on the sidewalk. Like, I would be all over him. So, there's got to be intimacy. Like, Sulu and his husband don't even kiss. There's nothing. In this episode, like, Stamets was basically just stabbed and helped the ship teleport, and Culber's like, you're an idiot. And then that's it. Like, there's no, like, there's an idiot, but I still love you, and then a kiss. There's no intimacy. Like, they're like just roommates or something. It's super awkward. And then, of course, the mirror scene where after Stamets is done and walks out, and then, like, his reflection is still standing there staring at him. Like, that's the first big hint that, oh, it's a mirror reflection. Anybody who's seen Star Trek gets it. Like, it's not a shock. So, I don't know. Like, I'm still really struggling with the show. But this episode, if I could ignore Ash Tyler, if I could ignore Lorca, if I can ignore the Klingons, like, that's a third of the episode right there, then it's okay. It's not bad. So, I don't know. For those who have seen it, what did you guys think? Go ahead, let me know, and I will see you guys next time for Lethe.